Yes, my peeps, back at it again. So, back in the show once more. So, here we at. We have the Aunt May 13 blend. Alright? Aunt May 13 blend. When I say this goes back, way back, I mean it goes way back. So, basically, this has 13 different blends of spices. No additives, no preservatives, 100%, and no salt added either. So basically, this is what we do with this. So today, what we're doing is that we kind of getting some stuff done. So we have what is called squash nut pumpkin, what we used to in Jamaica we call squash. So let me grab it for you. So I bust off the top of it. So it's just me alone. So basically, I'm gonna be cooking for this one just for me today. All right. So I'm gonna be doing a couple of stuff with the pumpkin. I'm gonna be cutting it up first, and then getting it cooked up. All right. I think I'm gonna make some kind of meal out of it. Not sure exactly what I'm gonna do, but like I've stated before, that they claim I'm diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. So it's not only that, it's just that they sometimes you just gotta understand the foods that you're getting and really work at what you eat, so to speak. Some people use the terms "you are what you eat." I don't use that terms. I say basically, get your body in shape. You know, and it's not what you eat, is the type of food you eat. And when I say the type of food you eat, is that you can be eating squash, you can be eating pumpkin, you can be eating a whole lot of different stuff. But the problem is where you're getting it from, where it's been sourced from, what kind of food is it, what do they put into it, how do they deal with it, in terms of like, do they use a lot of pesticides on the food to grow it? Do they feed it with a lot of fertilizer, so to speak? Is the food allowed to be messed with by let's say, for instance, by people call it bugs, we call it animals. So let's say, for instance, one of the thing that we like to see, so to speak, with food, is that we don't mind. When I say we, I'm from a place where we don't mind slugs or a little thing eat the food, because if they eat it, quote unquote, it's good enough for human to eat. Now the question is, if they're not eating it, why should we be eating it? That is the question. So, on that note, you won't be able to get the food that you need all the time, but at least for most of it, try to source your food into a different location where the food comes in quite good. Take for instance, right? So let's say for instance, you go to like you go to the market, right? You try to find out where these food comes from, and you can tell by looking at the food if you're used to how foods were grown, so to speak. Uh, Fertilizer food looks different from non-fertilizer food, so to speak. Not only that, it tastes different. The quality in it, the taste in it is exceptional, way beyond what you need. All right. The other thing about it is that it gives you more nutrients, better stuff. better value. It's like some people will say, okay, you go in the store and you see some shiny, pretty apples. All right, and when I say go in the store and you see shiny, pretty apples, you go in the store and it's a shiny, pretty apple, meaning them sparkling. All right, people run for those and people get those. Those are apple that picks from about a year ago. This is the type of apple I'm talking about. This is the quality kind of food we're talking about. Do you see any wax on it? No, this is picked. And guess what? Get it sourced locally. Not everybody is able to get it sourced locally. Some people might be able to get it shipped from places that do it locally to where they at. And that shipping does add up. Yeah, but like I said, this is gonna be washed, and we're gonna boil it, and we're gonna work with it. We're gonna get it working. So first thing first, we're gonna get the water going. And I'm sure everybody knows how to do that. If you don't know how to do that, then you don't need to be in the kitchen. Exactly, my point. So that's how we're gonna do that. We're gonna get it boiling and get it somewhat soft. So by the time it gets to some point where it's soft, then basically we can just literally brush it down, and then I can do one or two things with it. I can either make rice, or I can either season a pumpkin. Different culture do different stuff. So like wherever you're at in the Caribbean, so in Jamaica we call it thing seasoned rice. We use pumpkin. We can use different stuff to like any type of different vegetable, so to speak, to really cook that pumpkin. And we had it to wait until the rice almost cooked, then we add it into the rice and get it going. But like I said, this is just first stage, just to get it softened. What am I doing? All I gotta do is this. That's all. Hey. That's all I gotta do. Turn the stove on and get it busting. Just like that. And with that, we're out for today. When I say out for today, I'm finished with this process for today. And then I say again, don't forget about Aunt May 13 blend spices. It's an all-purpose spice, and it is just phenomenal. It's good, healthy, great spice for the body. It smells good. You can literally take some out and put in your mouth and heat it. Like I said, like my grandmother would say, if you cannot put your spice in your mouth and eat it, you should not be consuming it. But thank you. I'm blessed. Link me in the bio. Let me know. And let me know if you need a packet, and I'll be able to send it to you. All right? Peace.